Hey, good day, who's at home? Welcome to Mind Your Character with Bosede Olushola Obasa. And like I would say on radio, this is the show that will never leave you the same way. Always leaves you better than it met you. I'm so delighted to be able to stream live today to YouTube. It's been a while. All right, and thank you so very much, everyone, once again. We're going to go on quickly to what I have, and I truly know that you're going to have a great time with me today here on this show. So if you know someone who loves to be part of this show, please tell them that it's time for Mind Your Character. And if you're already joining me, welcome. Like they say, welcome one, welcome all. It's a storytelling day, and that's because coming out of the customer service season and the almost 1 hour, about 1 hour freebie we did last week to ensure that we're able to contribute our quota to how your customer service architecture is looking in your business. We did a 1 hour free session teaching you key things you should bear in mind about customer service. If you were part of that, beautiful. If you were not part, please ensure that you're able to connect with it on Mind Your Character YouTube, Mind Your Character Instagram, Mind Your Character Facebook, or Bosede Olushola Obasa, and you'll be glad you did. Very simple, very instructive, and very useful things you can begin to take care of immediately and use in your organization. So welcome once again. It's such a beautiful time, and we're going to have, so I said it's a storytelling day. Okay, so we do these communications when I'm live. All right, just to ensure that we are able to serve you well. So yes, this is it. How has the week been? Actually, I always like to check up with you on how your week has been. How are you faring? How is everything going? I can see Tiolu Animi joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for everyone in house who is already joining. It's going to be a very, very beautiful one today. So we have come to the month of October, and we're at that time in October where I'm reminded about the power of dreams. The power of dreams. So today I'm going to be sharing something around the power of dreams coming true, the truth about dreams being reality, and what are those things that have helped me. RCV, that is our organization with full names, First Royal Character and Values Limited, will be 9 on the 5th of November, talking about next month. And that's very significant because it means that next year we will be 10. I'm so happy and excited. So what did I decide to do? We're launching a campaign, an anticipation campaign. We started some moves online to tell you about our story. We love to tell our story because nobody can tell your story like you. So we love to tell our story, and we have been doing a lot of that. But today I want to begin by picking an instructive lesson around dreams. Those thoughts that came to your head a certain time, or to your mind, or if you like, to your spirit. those ideas, those visions, those solutions, those things that appear to your mind, and you just knew in your knowing that this was telling you something about what you had to contribute to the world. What to do with their landing on your mind from the first time that you heard, saw, felt, or thought about them will matter a lot to what stories you will tell thereafter. Today we tell a story of a 9-year journey. We tell a story of resilience, a story of belief, a story of clarity, a story of focus, a story of commitment, a story of excitement, celebrating our little wins. We tell a story of team membership. We tell a story of motivation and resilience or consistency. I'm going to be telling you how all of these qualities have interplayed with us at RCV for 9 years already. Today I am out to encourage someone. Today I'm out to push. For some of you it's a push. For some other people it's an encouragement. For a few other people it might be anything else. But whatever it is, I'm just here to tell you to keep your dreams alive. I'm here to tell you not to give up on that idea. And you know, innocently, sometimes ideas just show like, they show up like thoughts. You've been seeing this particular problem in the environment where you live, in the nation where you are, and someday, while you were ruminating over it or you were racking your head over it, comes an idea into your mind. And you could easily have denied hearing anything. You know, I'm saying hearing now. Knowing, hearing, feeling anything. You could easily have kept quiet to yourself and tell yourself, oh, no, that wasn't anything. I'm here to encourage someone today. I'm here to push a few other people. You have massaged that dream for too long. Someone said, and I love it, that too much of analysis will lead to paralysis of ideas. So when you try to analyze, reanalyze something for so long, after, before you know, you are beginning to paralyze that dream. God forbid that you also paralyze yourself. So what am I saying today, and what encouragement am I bringing to you? I'm saying that you can do it. I'm saying that it is possible. I'm saying that you shouldn't give up. I'm saying that better days are ahead. And I'm saying that the great guys you see today started from somewhere. The Dangotes dared to dream and to step out. The Otedolas dared to dream and step out. Everybody you know, every name you know today, they dared to dream and they dared to step out. So the difference after 9 years between Bosede Olushola Obasa, who had this inspired idea, I've always said it, that RCV came as an inspired idea. That's just the truth. Of course, inspired by God, not inspired by perspiring, not inspired by plenty of reading. No, inspired by God. I wanted to know, I've been in journalism for a few times. Oh, I'm 39 and I'm going to clock 40. What exactly should I be doing for the remaining part of my life? I want to be sure, because as a Christian, I believe that when your all is done here and you revert to the person who sent you here, you should be able to give an account of what you did and how you did it. So at that point, I just felt that, oh, should I just continue with journalism so that I know that I continue to use my pen to defend people, to defend the nation, to stand for everything that is good? Or is there something else or more that I am supposed to be doing? And when I started the journey of finding out, so RCV is an inspired vision. RCV is an inspired idea. RCV came up as an inspired idea. RCV, that is First Royal Character and Values Limited, is an inspired idea that sets out to bring solution to character development deficits. The deficits in so great measures that one after the other were trying to make them surplus, so that we move from minuses to pluses. That's the inspired idea. We have been able to give this meaning in so many ways. But let me begin my story. I want to create a theme for my story. I don't want it to just be everywhere. So, but don't forget, why did I decide to make this my show for today? For all the rest of this month remaining, I will be telling the RCV story and Bosede Olushola Obasa's story by extension. So where does it start from? I've heard a lot of young people ask me that, oh, I have this idea, but I don't have money to start. What should I be doing right now? You will get answers to those questions here. So the question is, you have an idea. You don't have money to start. You want to know what you should be doing. Watch this video or follow this video so that you get the answer from my own perspective and from my experience. So number one, let's talk about ideas. Let's talk about RCV. So RCV started as an inspired idea, like I said. And the first thing that gave life to RCV, I call it a C, clarity. 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 Capacity to be clear on what it is you are supposed to be doing or you want to do. That was helped by knowledge. So there were times when I had to read up. After the inspired idea bettered on the ship or the port of my heart, I had to move ahead from there and began to study, ask questions, look for who is doing what I'm about to start doing, check the enormity of the problem, ask questions about how could it be solved, look for the different variants of options with which I could begin to create solutions. Then began to create the solutions themselves, and then began to distribute them or distill them into the society in every form of training and consulting. So RCV is a social capital development and management company. Our interest is to build your social capital for you, whether you're an individual or you are a company. And there's an aspect that we use to measure that social capital. We call it brand trust. Brand trust is the accurate measurement of how well your social capital has started to produce results for you. Right? So, clarity is the first thing. Be sure on what it is you are supposed to be doing. If you're not sure, the second thing will be difficult. So the first one is clarity. And I said that under clarity, you will need to run after knowledge. Under clarity, there is seeking of knowledge, getting to know more about what you're doing or what you're supposed to be doing. One of the things you should learn when you're seeking knowledge about the vision, judging from my own journey of 9 years as a dreamer, one of the things you should pay attention to is don't be scared. Try to understand the highs and the lows. See, if everything you try to psych yourself about that new area you want to push an idea or that place where you want to bring solution, if the only thing you bother yourself about are how you will make money, how you will be great, those ones are good, but please face up reality. Check the highs and the lows. For instance, I found out when I was researching that, this thing you are going into, training and consulting. If you are starting from where you are starting from, like trying to help low-end businesses and individuals, it might take a while for you to blow. I needed to know that as far back as early. So when I said that, clarity must include what the vision is, who the vision is for, how you are supposed to interpret the vision, then what the challenges can be on your way. Knowing that is a lifesaver forever for me. I will not lie to you. Lifesaver forever for me. So from there I move to enthusiasm. See, when you are clear on where you are going, if you know the way to a store where you want to go and do shopping, like you like shopping like me, I like shopping, but I don't used to show it gone very well. So particularly when I have a project inclined shopping to do, I want to just hit the market, let's go there. So clarity builds enthusiasm in you. What does that mean? That's confidence, assurance that this is worth doing. That confident assurance that this is going to be big. Like when you are telling others, they're like, why is this person you're over the moon over this idea of character development? What? Why can't a big deal last, no? But no, you are full of enthusiasm because of what you have seen. People have not seen what you have seen. The dictations your spirit man or your head knowledge or your studying or your research has shown you that you have documented. They have not seen it, so they can't tell why you are so excited when your account is not even credited yet with anything. It's important to get clarity. Don't allow ambiguity. Brood on that idea until you are clear. Sometimes we run off too quickly. And I want young people of my age and below to listen to this. Sometimes we run off too quickly as young people. There's an idea on your mind. There's an idea. The next thing, you're calling someone. No, stay on. Research, dig deep, dig around it. Don't dig around it. Check. What are the highs? What are the lows? What can discourage me as I'm going? Who do I need? Who is doing what I'm doing? These were things I learned from listening to Dr. David Oyedepo. He talks about how he began ministry and studied 39 biographies. He talks about how they went to understudy several established universities. And from there, he was able to remove the shaft and put together, and today we all celebrate what he's doing. So I picked that from him and said, I must understand all the angles to this story. Don't run off to start. Clarity will sustain your enthusiasm on the journey, even when the money is not coming yet. You will still find grace to come to office, to motivate your staff, to continue to craft the vision and tell them about where the company is going. One of the clarities I got when I was researching about RCV, clarity involves knowledge, and knowledge is digging, like excavating. You are unearthing certain things. You're looking for germs around it, around that idea. You're unearthing things, you're digging, you're excavating, you're researching, you're checking. What are the things that I need to know about this idea? You are asking critical questions. What may stop me? What must I do without? What must I embrace? What must I stop doing? Who must I be? How must I become? So I'm narrating the RCV story today because in a matter of 2 weeks plus, this project, initiative, organization will be 9. See, let me humble you. When I said that don't run off, let me tell you what it means. It was in October 2014 that the idea of RCV came to me for the first time. Remember, I said it's an inspired idea. So the inspired idea hit me for the first time within the first week of October. Follow my story. But imagine I jumped out in the first week of October. Register the company. This looks like something good. No. I stayed on and asked myself critical questions. I had my notepad and was always writing. Oh, wow. Character certification. What does that entail? It was only then I began to know that my journey as actually in life told me something about it, but I never saw it. From parenting, being parented by my parents, to everything, it started adding up. Ooh, okay, true. It was only then I found out that one of the Bible schools, short-term Bible schools, where I went to refresh myself after I left Punch, one of those Bible schools, I then realized that I took a course called character development. I'm like, so how did I not remember that this happened? So I quickly looked for that note. Then, whoa, Pastor Agbi Samuel took us character development. Interesting. Wow. I then saw that God was orchestrating something. I ran quickly, looked for the note, and started to check. So what was I really listening? I must have just heard it as something that told me what more to become. And that was September. In October, whoop, just one of those days during my inquiries, I found out that word just dropped. Character certification. That is work to help people be character certified, companies be character certified. Very soon, leaders will need to pass through all of the channels you have created to have finishing programs that will help them be extra great leaders. Those ideas just came, whoop! I'm like, wow! I picked my phone, my hard copy jotter and my biro, and I started to write. I have not stopped writing since that day. The power of clarity. So, if clarity is the only thing I can explain today, I'm fine. I'll take it off from there next week. But if you are following and you are a dreamer that is listening to me in this series where I'm telling the RCV visions, the story of RCV vision, and how I came to reality, and how that we're nearing 9 now and we're waxing strong. It can only get better as far as I've seen and known. Clarity. So under clarity, in that October, I stayed on. Don't rush off. I stayed on, and then my head began to pick. All of a sudden, it was a light bulb moment. I found out that I was beginning to connect a lot of things that have happened to me. A lot of what I even stood for as a journalist came to reality. Oh, okay. This journey, they said that life leaves us clues. But sometimes we don't realize the clues that life is leaving us. We don't pay attention. We're looking for the big things. The little things that could help us, we are not paying attention to them. Life actually leaves us clues. So let's move forward. I began, like I said, to research. The research went from that time, I was asking questions, I was writing, and then I said, I must do much more than this. So I took on an entire 1 month research. I wanted to know, let's answer the question of structure. So that research for 1 month helped me to boldly answer the question I was supposed to be answering later that I knew nothing about. What was that question? So by the time I fully understood what this was, and I came online to announce the new journey, for those who had followed me from being a journalist, that guys, this is a new thing I'm doing, which happened in the first month of 2015. Before I could do that, I have in research found out that you can actually open a full-fledged business on character development. That was massive, because moment I came in January and announced, guys, this is what I'm doing, all my colleagues from media who cared to ask questions were like, oh, is that an NGO? Oh, you're going to an NGO? Because it is very, very popular for people from my discipline to go into NGO or something related when they are living or doing. Today there are more other options that they are undertaking, but those days it will be like, particularly if you have done anything that has to do with that, you just want to push it forward with an NGO and all. I said no, it's not an NGO, it's a business. I was able to answer boldly. Why? Research. Someone has done what even if you don't find an example in your country. In my case, I did not find an example in Nigeria, but as I was researching, I came across Character First. Character First, a full organization that deals in character development. If you go on the internet now and you type Character First, you'll be shocked how they serve the sports industry, helping the sportsmen and women understand teamwork. That's the biggest teamwork, dedication, resilience, and all that. They have a couple of package courses for people in sports, things that you hear that energize you in the training quarters before you now go to the field. You will see them packaged for education. I saw all of that and was able to say, wow, this is massive. And then wrote a lot down, downloaded as many guidelines I could download, and went back and started structuring. So RCV came out structured from the get-go. Why? Research, clarity, research, clarity. The more you research, the more you find, the more you know, the more you understand. So we were able to structure from the beginning. Like, I could virtually show you, this is going to be RCV business, this is going to be academy, this is going to be this. So as we were getting near to any level, I knew we were going to go into broadcasting, I knew we were going to need the radio, I knew we were going to need TV. I didn't see so much of online as big as I'm doing right now. But yes, one of the things you learn as an entrepreneur is capacity to innovate and adjust on the go as you go on in your vision. Clarity. It's like it ignited a burst of enthusiasm in me. I see, like you can see how active I am talking about it. I still feel that enthusiasm till forever. It built it in me. It also humbled me to know that, wow, you will have to tend the ground, nurture the garden, give it time. This one may not bring you kishi in the first year, but be sure that as you take the journey and you scale, you are surely going to have a reason to be happy. One thing has been consistent since RCV started: value and impact. We are a value adding organization, and we are so big on it. So if you ask me the question, I have a vision, but I don't know what to be doing now because there's no money. Sit down and research. Research till you come to that moment where you are too sure that yes, I have it. Then document. See, the days when you are sitting down and writing, there are days of crafting the future of the organization. There is no point we get to in RCV now that I'm saying, what do we do next? It's always working to get to that next level. Working to get to that next level. And as we are reaching the levels, we onboard ourselves, we take on that, we move on, and it looks like there is no end to it. So people used to say that before they join RCV, they think that there's no plenty work. I'm just laughing. There is work. There is work. And because we're a creative team, always innovative, there is work. There's work to do. There's work to do. So today I have done clarity, and I think I have to stop there. I have to stop there. Don't forget, in part of clarity is you should know your product and understand your industry. It's also under, there are babies under clarity. So under clarity, knowledge, research, unearth the germs, write down, document, create structure on paper, understand the highs and the lows. The last one on clarity for today is know the product weller. The way they say in street parlance, and understand the industry. So What were a few things I understood about this industry coming up? I knew that there were big boys in the training industry. I knew that there were very few women who were doing it as the only thing they are doing. And as I speak to you right now, it's still very true. Most other women in this industry are either doing it as what they are doing after a successful career, or they are doing it as, for them it's like, well, I'm clocking this age, I want relevance. They are doing it as an object of relevance. They are their actual, but they are doing that as an object of relevance. But hey, Bose Olusola Obasa is in training and consulting as a means and as stay. That's what it is. And the specific aspect is character development. One of the biggest things I love about what research gave, it helped me understand the product. What did I find out about this product? I found out that everybody needs these products, from family to parents to students to teachers to employers to employees to governments, to everybody needs character development. The society needs it, the nation needs it, international communities need it. You need it everywhere, everybody needs it. It was massive blowout on my mind. Everybody needs character development. Wow! This is big. And I knew that this isn't an industry where you are supposed to come and act as if you are Lord of all. You may have found yourself to an extent being a full-fledged person. I don't know the thing about bragging writers first. I don't really care about it. I leave that for rating organizations to do. I'll face my work. But I'm saying that even if you feel that you are a first comer to that role, for character development, there's so much work to do, so much sections of it to undertake that you don't have time. Like they say again in the streets, no time to check time. It's been awesome, and I'm so excited. Thank you, Madam Ojuya, for joining. Thank you, everybody who's joining on Instagram. Thank you. I'm so excited to talk about the story of RCB. Dreams Come True Part 1. Today, all I did for you was to pick one particular clause. And that's one thing you should be doing. Instead of saying, I have a dream, there is no money. If you sought clarity enough, you will understand where the money is. Sometimes the money is not physical money. It's not financial money. So let me give you my own testimonial about it. And then I'm done for today. Also on that clarity, as I was digging, researching, I got inspired that the best way to enter the market for your product is to do pro bono to start. Volunteer training. I'm telling you. You know, they say Gaskia. I'm telling you. The market entry strategy that I was inspired to take was to look for 10 people who owned businesses that I'd related with as a journalist, or who are friends to me or to people that I know, and then offer them 40 minutes each. 40 minute slot each of free training. I had confidence they were going to call me because to an extent I could believe that I had some pedigree with them. I knew that except if it was over what they could do, they would allow me. And then they could trust that I would not come and do trash. That's why I'm so ever grateful to every one of those guys that gave me the very first opportunity to say whatever I could say in my first few training sessions. And then they went ahead to become customers to RCB till forever. I'm telling you the truth. I love them. So, you see those questions you're asking, go back inside. Don't run outside. Go back inside. Sit down with your notes. Sit down. Think. Research. Ask questions online. Look for who is doing it. Let them tell you how they did it. Then from them telling you, there'll be a weave of ideas and it will create your own unique lead for you. I assure you it will be like that. All right, I have to go now. But next week, I will continue with telling the RCV story from the angle of dreams do come true. That RCV you see today, that has an office in Akowojo. That RCV you see today, that have team members you see online. That RCV you see today, that serves clients in real estate and other core sectors of the economy. That RCV you see today that have reached so many thousands, tens of thousands of people in 9 years. That RCV you see, that clocks 9 in a few weeks, came as an inspired idea. Don't be lily-livered. Don't deny yourself the opportunity to make an impact on the world. Don't let anything stop you. I will tell you, I had cold feet. By the time I was done doing all the research, I developed cold feet because this is big. Where do I start from? Yes, I had all the ideas of like this. Should I? Would they believe me? Should I go on? Will it work? What will I? All of those things set in after I already thought I had all the answers. That time I could have quietly said, whoa, I don't want wahala jere. Let me look for another media house. I was already working my way to Nation newspapers at then. Let me go to another media house. I would have lived with the regret of alternative for gone being running a vision that is blessing lives. Please don't let that happen to you. You have an idea, take your time. Learn by working with someone. If you find someone who you can work with, research, dig, don't get around. Ask the right questions. The right answers will be right on your path. I am sharing the RCV story, and it's about dreams do come true. RCV was just a thought that came to my head, whoop, like that. But I could know that was it because I've been waiting to know what exactly should I do. And from there, I told you all the preliminary stories and steps that I took. Go and replicate it. I'll see you next week. My time is fast spent. If you see now, at my back end, my team members are saying, Mama, you wrap up and let us go. Why are you putting Jara in the thing that you are saying? You finish already and let us be going. So please, let me free them in Jesus' name. We have to go. Thank you everyone who has joined me. Thank you. So existed to join. Oh, thank you. You're excited to join. Thank you. How is Obodo Oyibo doing? Thank you for the congratulations message. You see more about it online as we go. We like to shout. You will find out why we shout when you see other things I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things to share. Hopefully, I'll not spend too much time on just one. Today's on carry babies. That's why. You know, like jam question now. 1A, 1B, 1B, like that. And then, before you know, 3 hours don't work out fast. Bye, everyone. Thank you for being part of this. And I wish you the best in life. And may all of your great dreams truly come true. Bye now. God bless you. So my music will escort you home, like I used to say. As you are going home. Thank you, Pastor Olu Jacobs, my very good brother. Thank you for joining. God bless you, sir. And thank you for all my team members back in. The Lord bless you. Thank you. Signing out. That's what I'm doing now.